Kamen Rider Zeztz episode 31 had a huge reveal that had me feeling kind of like this.
I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
What's that make us?
Absolutely nothing.
So, I get the idea that having Zero be this deeply connected individual who has this connection to Baku is a big deal. It's chilling, it's haunting, it's strange, it's providing all this cool tension of her. But Kamen Rider Zeztz has a little bit of a problem, which I have, it's a Yu Takahashi so it's hard for me to say that. But it has a little bit of a problem of this over-connectedness where absolutely everything is connected to everything else in a way that's frankly a little ridiculous. I like it, but at the same time, it's a little bit silly that Manami is an agent, Fujimi and Nazuka know two code agents, one who's now a former, they know two former code agents, each of them, and they'd never met before, unless somehow they have. The former code agent that Fujimi knows is Nox, Odaka, and the former agent that Nazuka knows is code agent she's number 6, right? She's 5. I think she's 5. Anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. So they know each other, or they have links to the organization code. Nem, who appears in everybody's dreams, is connecting everybody as well. And she is the lady's daughter by virtue of Nightmare Immaculate Conception. And I would say Baku idolized her as a kid. And I almost feel like Manami is an idol manager or talent manager because of her as well. Again, Manami's an agent. She's agent number 17. Their parents were code agents. Turns out, big twist, because Zero is actually Baku's father. Are we going to learn that Baku's mother was, actual mother was an agent as well? Or are we going to learn that he was somehow born from nightmares as well, so he's not fully human? There is the whole thing where he had his dream where he saw himself as a baby in a perambulator, all alone in this destroyed city. Was that Zero's dream? Was it his mother's dream? Was it his own dream? Is he a product of this dream somehow? Because maybe Zero's dream was that there would be somebody who could defeat these nightmares. I don't really know. 3 so far isn't connected to anybody, but we have we now have Baku, Manami are brother and sister. Except she's his fake sister, but she's his real sister because they were raised together. They had fake parents who died. And all of them are code agents. All 4 of them are code agents. A 5th code agent is Baku's real father, who's Zero. What about his mother? We don't know. So far, we have 5 code agents of the 8 or 9 whatever. We have 5 code agents, and they're all involved in the Yorozu family. And the ones who are alive, 3 of the 5, are still active in code, and it's Meshigas. Then, outside of that, we have Nazuka and Fujimi, and they're both deeply emotionally connected to agents, and the 2 of them had those connections prior to their meeting and starting to work together in the police force. And aside from them, we have Nox. Well, we have the lady who is Nem's mother, again, connecting it all in, and she was a code agent. And then we have, again, Odaka was a code agent. So I think the dude is 5 and Koreha is 6. So he has no connection to anybody as far as we know, except for he works for code. And code agent number 1 is Sieg. So it's this very weird, hyper-connected thing where all of these people are attached to each other, connected to each other in some way. And I'm very confused by how all that works and by what all that means. And it feels a little too convenient. Like, as the connections deepened, as time went on and we realized, oh, these people are connected to these people, or these people are connected in this way, it started off as cool, and then it got a little silly, and now it's gone into ridiculous. And one could even say ludicrous. And I don't know why it's gone to plaid, and I'm not sure that I like it, and I honestly think it feels a little too silly and a little too deeply interconnected, too, like it's all going to collapse in on itself, potentially from one thing, and I don't really like that. I'm uncomfortable by that, and I don't really like it. And yeah, it's a huge thing that Zero is Baku's actual father, and that he had his son made into this agent, all for the sake of doing this thing, this plan, I guess, that he's had for over 20 years to defeat the Nightmares, if that is in fact what his plan is. But I don't know. It's really weird. It's really strange, and I'm not sure it really does anything to add to the story. It almost feels like a useless twist, a meaningless twist. We've had so many twists and revelations so far throughout the show, and they've mostly been exciting, but at some point, you can just start twirling around in circles and look silly, and your actions become meaningless, unless they're for your own enjoyment, which in that case, they are meaningful, but they're meaningful only to you, I guess, Yu Takahashi, and it serves no greater purpose than that. And I'm just wondering if now we've gotten to the point where he's just spinning in circles. And I'm coming off of multiple episodes of praising Yu Takahashi as one of the greatest in Kamen Rider history, and that may still stand, but this is still really silly, and it meets my disapproval. I'm just... It's too much for me. Is it too much for you? I'd love to know what you think about this. Is the whole code thing too connected? Is Zeztz too connected? Is it too self-referential? I was going to say incestuous. That's the wrong word, but it gives kind of the right feeling. Is it too much that? Let me know what you think, yes or no. Drop a comment. Also, check my pinned comment for my inspector's notes. You'll find extras there, as well as a playlist for Zeztz and Omega and other things that I'm doing here. Until next time, for myself, this is MJ signing out with Henshin Inspection and Rider Tears. So until next time, folks, take care and be well.